Okay. Arr, everyone. Arr. Everyone. I don't know what just happened. But I am getting some stuff ready to show you guys, making sure I got all of the other family members edited out because of doxing and whatever. Don't want to do that because last time I tried to do something like this, I may had no, that's not what I wanted. And then I'll show you guys. But yeah, I went on vacation, if you guys didn't know. I did have a fun time. It was fun and fast. Hello? Camera. Okay. It's just I'm being a little slow right now. But it will. Let's do this. Clothes are fine, I guess. It's just blocking out faces just for their or well, we got some other people's faces too, at least in this one photo I have. Okay, save. It says I got like full Silver Owls, hello and welcome. I am doing quite well today. See, I got back from vacation like on Friday, and now I'm going to share it all with you guys. Yes, yes. Once this is done saving. I'm having really low reception here. It's weird. But once that's cleared up, we are ready to go. Let's do this. Making sure. Okay, it's working. Alright, let me double check here. Just so that so all of these are saved in a folder I have. And yes, for pictures and stuff like that. Why is it doing this? I hate it. I did learn my lesson of when it comes to vacation photos, make sure you kind of block their faces out and whatever, people's faces out. I mean, I try to, but sometimes, you know, like, oh wait, I didn't take a picture of my souvenirs too. Well, I know I did get that, so I'm gonna move that to the folder. I'll probably do that later. So if you guys didn't know, I went up to Canada for my stream. For my vacation. Oh, that's okay if you lurk in here. I do like lurkers. Just sometimes when I'm asking the question of, hey chat, what do you think about this or that? And it's just complete silence and I'm like, I guess that's a no. But don't worry, don't worry. Okay, let's resize this. Okay. There. Ta-da! There we go. So this is the first picture. So I know it's a little blurry, but this is the bridge to the US and to Canada. I think you can see my mouse. Let me see. I still need to update that thing. Keep forgetting to update my Nightbot of. Yeah, you know what that bridge. Sam!
Nagu, I know what that is. It's a bridge.
Yes, it is a bridge. Thank you. It is a bridge. Oops. No, I didn't want. No, hold you. Yes, it is a bridge. Thank you, Mr. Captain Obvious. Okay. I'm not for sure if this bridge has a name. Hold on. It's I'm looking it up here. The Ambassador Bridge. So what it basically is the US and Canada bridge. Yes, it was raining that day. And this bridge is in Detroit. So there's the American flag, and then there's the Canada flag, because when you cross the Canada flag, you're basically in Canada's territory. So we got to the hotel, and there were some nearby restaurants. This is in Toronto, so we went to Toronto, Canada, and then Niagara Falls, and then like did a quick detour on our way back, but I'll talk about this later. They had this at a Japanese restaurant. I don't know these people. But I mean, look at the cute kitty. I know they serve these like I guess in Japan and some Japanese restaurants, but the thing was that kept me curious. Well, the weird thing about it is because it's called a BellaBot. This thing is called a BellaBot, and my cat is named Bella. So I thought that was a little funny. But yeah, this is basically it serves your food, and sometimes you can order off of it if you do, I think all you could eat. We didn't do that, but it was interesting. So this is what I got. It's lo mein noodles with some seafood, as you can see, with the shrimp and some crab. Oh yeah, we went to SO. So now I can play this. SO. Un, dos, tres, cuatro. SO. No, I spelled that wrong. This is not what I wanted. Meme. Yeah, we'll do this one. Un, dos, tres, cuatro. Eso. Dos, tres, cuatro. Un, dos, cuatro, cuatro. Okay. That's enough with that. That's enough with that. But yeah. They had these. And obviously they're, oh my god. I have, so in Toronto, so our hotel was like outside of Toronto. Oh, come on. Can I click off the thing here? Thank you. There were so many goddamn Tim Hortons. It's like almost equivalent to McDonald's in the US, but a little worse. So in Toronto, since we went to like this basic main city, we have seen like one Tim Hortons at every corner, street corner. Every. It could be right across from each other. It could be like right. It's like every street had a Tim Hortons except for one, which my mom was like, huh, there's not even a Tim Hortons. And I'm like, yippee, were you counting? Because I lost count. I guess there was like 16 just in a little area that we were in. That we visited. But yes, I unfortunately did not have a Timmy's in Canada. We did not have Timmy's in Canada, or ate Timmy's in Canada. I know, I should have. But no. So there is Toronto. There is the CN Tower. We didn't go up into it, but you could. This was day 2. Because the kitty one in the SO... Yeah, this was all day 1. This is day 2. Here is a closer view of the CN Tower. CN. You went to yes, I went to many Timmy's. And every time we ran across a Timmy's, we were like, Timmy. Like the South Park character. Timmy. My mom was doing it too. It was so it was so tall that even the clouds can like cover over it. And I think I have a picture of that. So right next to CN, this is Toronto Blue Jays. They're a baseball team. This is the Royal York. I think there's a famous photo from this, like, way back from a World War One. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, this is a very, very famous hotel. A lot of celebrities would go here. I think some royalties too, if I remember right. Royal York Hotel. But it's fairly famous. It's a 5-star hotel. That's how famous it is. I think this is in US dollars. But if I were, or anybody, were to stay at this hotel for one night, it's about 209 USD. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. It's not too expensive of a hotel, but it per night. Oh, here it is. Let's see. They range prices. Oh, get. And I mean, Canada's pricing are pretty high too. It can range from 300 to 400, and that's for a standard room. If you want a suite, it's 570 to 580, just US dollars alone. If you're going to count that in Canadian, it's like about $1 or $2 more. Let me see. I think it's about $1 difference. USD to, yeah, $1.37. Still expensive. Just the other side of the Royal York. This was inside of a building with, it's kind of like a food court mall. But yeah, this is what the inside looked like. It was pretty sick. Yes, there was a Timmy's there. But this also had the Hockey Hall of Fame. If you didn't know, hockey's pretty popular in Canada. When we were at the hotel checking in, the news, they had like a TV of the news, and the news made a poll of which sports do Canadians really like. Over 50% of them said hockey. So, if you're saying that, oh, just liking hockey in Canada is a stereotype, I mean, and then the second sport was, I think, soccer or football, and then they don't watch any sports. Like 20% did not wanted soccer. So yeah, over 50% of people. Alright, so here's some hockey players. This is one of the a woman hockey player. I don't know any hockey players. I only know their teams and mascots, and that's about it. I'm not a huge fan of hockey, but my parents are. This is a Hailey Wickerman Heiser. I don't. Wickenheiser. I don't know. Haley. It's the woman. Another woman. And here are some Detroit fans because some friends were Detroit fans when I was like messaging saying, hey, I'm in Canada, and anybody's are hockey fans. My parents are big fans of Detroit Wings. So yes, that's me. It's alright. So, this is what hockey looked like back in the 1700s to 1800s. So the puck looks like the same. But oh my god, look at these sticks! Look at the sticks! Like, good lord. I was fascinated. I'm more fascinated of the history of sports than, I don't know, the sports itself somewhat. And then this is what their ice skates would be. Yeah. I'm not for sure what this is. But my god, that was quite something. And then here's the 1890s to early 1900s. This is the first Stanley Cup. So for hockey people, you know how they have like the World Cup championship for soccer and whatever. For hockey, it's the Stanley Cup. That's basically what it is. Yeah. Here's another of the, I think the Stanley Cup. One of the early ones. Here is some sticks. I'm trying to see what this. I think that's a hockey puck. That might also be a Stanley Cup in the 1890s. There's your ice skates. And then this is the glove where the goalie has. So a goalie has these really big gloves to catch, like the hockey pucks or to block them. And that's what they look like back then. First organized leagues. So yeah. There was some pretty interesting stuff. There's this pinball machine with Canada and the US. So you got Canada. I guess this is Chicago. Kind of a weird choice for the US, but Blackhawks. Well, I guess that would be canceled by now, isn't it? By now. So here is a video. I'm not for sure if we'll play it, but there are simulation games where you get to be the shooter, like this guy in the red, or you could be the goalie, which is the guy in the blue. Just for examples for us. This is going to be a lot of sports. So that's what it. So that's for the shooter thing. Here is for the goalie thing. If it can play. What is going on? It was like going way too fast. Okay, it doesn't actually go that fast in real life, but... And we got the man himself, the one who invented the Stanley Cup, Lord Stanley. Let's see. His rules, his cups. The winners who give bond for a return of the cup in good orders when required is trustees for any reason. Oh, this is like his rules of who shall get the cup. Each winning team have at their own charges engraved in a silver ring. The cup to remain a challenge cup. So yeah, there's some facts there. Lord Stanley of Preston. He was the 6th Governor General, Frederick Arthur Stanley. Baron Stanley of Preston. What a name. Of course, you get like the Canadian French side too, but let me see. This is just a plate of him. It looks like there's the silver medallions. And then I guess like a baseball card. So for hockey, they also get like these rings. And this is the first ever hockey ring. When you get the Stanley Cup, I think you also get like a ring. And yeah, that's what it looks like. Back in 1893. It's just like a copper looking ring. And they actually do get bigger, as you could probably tell from this one up here to down here, and so on. So this is from a market. So that was all of the hockey stuff. Now you can wake up. Now you can wake up. You went through. I only went to a couple of the Timmy's, but I never ate at a Timmy's, which is pretty sad. But I mean, I don't think I ever ate Timmy's in the U.S. either. So here are some macaroons. They are kind of like a cookie treat in a way, if I were to describe it. This was at a big market that they have in Toronto. Here are some anime figures that we found in a mall. So here's the story about that. This was all in a mall, not the market yet. We got lost just trying to find a way to the mall. And this is the Eaton Mall. This mall is huge, and it's still growing to this day. Supposedly, I think there's going to be 6 floor levels. 6. It's that big of a mall. So there's some anime figures, and this was at a GameStop. I was like, damn, I wish our GameStop had like these kind of figures, because our GameStop has like Funko Pops. This was at a small anime store that I don't really recognize, but like the name and stuff. But I didn't know they sell these, but they're ducks. So you got a Sonic Duck, a Knuckle Duck, and a Shadow Duck. There was also the Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is how. So this is the Toronto sign. It's kind of just like a big letters. Nothing too special about it. It's just big letters. All right, here's an alcoholic drink. I like to take some pictures of drinks and foods on vacations, especially when I'm like out of state and whatever. This is the raspberry lemonade. It was so good. It's so good. I would love to try to replicate this one again. Alright, so this one is a little area for like restaurants and stuff, or a market. Because of rush hour was terrible. You could be sitting in traffic for 30 minutes or more. That's how bad it was. So we went to this little area. There's a gelato, chocolate. No, it's not actually just chocolate. It's, I'm trying to think what's it called. Crap. I forgot what it's called, but it's like something Frenchy words. I don't know. Yeah, it was called the Queens Quay Terminal. That's the place. That was just a mural. And they got yachts. There were it's by a lake area. So this is just some of the yachts here. This is just on the other side of the lake. Like right across where we're at. This is just a little island area. And some people actually own these little islands. Rich people do. Of course. Here's a pirate ship. The One Piece is real. The One Piece is real, guys. Look. I found Luffy and the crew. I was gonna make it a little edit where I had like Chopper crying or whatever. Alright, so that was day 2. This is day 3. I'm gonna make sure that my volume is for music is not too loud. Is it too loud? Or is this good? I think that's good. Alright, so this is the aquarium. This is day 3. So there's a bunch of goldfish. And then you get the eels. There's some eels, as you can see, the eels. This is a flounder. And then that's another big fish, or a big boy fish. This is a lobster. And then there's a starfish. It's like, oh my god, there's Larry and there's Patrick and whatever else. More starfish. And I'm not for sure if those are anemone or sea sponges. I think they were anemones. I don't remember. For gore. This is an anemone. This is a anemone. Where they get, where the, you know, whole Nemo. It's basically, okay. So these are called the fleshy sea pens. These things, they're sticking like to the ground. And they look like a pen feather. Unlike pens, some species of the sea pens glow in the dark when they are disrupted. Interesting. Here's a camouflage fish. Like, my mom spotted this, but she didn't spot the goose that was laying out in the whole grass area. I have a story on that one. So, when we first arrived to our hotel, there was a Canadian goose sleeping, like, in the grassy area. Kind of like 5 feet-ish away, 5 meters, something like that. And I pointed it out, like, Mom, look, there's a Canadian goose. And she's like, where? And then I was like, keep pointing at it. And she's like, I don't see it. And then I'm like, bro, why do you not see it? And then once she saw it, it's like, oh, I guess it was just being camouflaged and whatever. I'm like, Mom! Canadian goose are not green like grass. Or, I guess, like rocks or whatever. They're not. My God. So, there's that story. Here are some other fish. Just floating around. No, it's just this fish. Okay. Well, I thought it was a certain seahorse, but nope. Not yet. Here's another fish laying on the rocks. Some of these I haven't captured what they are. I think this is some zebra fish. These are anemones. I don't know what kind of anemone, like what the name is, but there are anemones and they look like flowers. Or, well, dandelions. Alright, so there's this a big, huge glass wall that goes around, like in a half circle here. And there is just full of fish and like these kelps. This is a room full of anemones. I think there was a few small fish in here, but they may not be in this picture. Yep, you get like, I guess a clownfish there with some sea anemones. There's another one. Oh, with a sea urchin. There's a sea urchin. There you go. This is the Alaskan crab. He is huge. He is a big boy. He is Mr. Krabs to the next level. Look at that big boy. And yes, this is from a picture, obviously, but it's not like those Japanese spider crabs, but he big. He's not tall and long, which is the Japanese spider crabs. See if I can pull up a picture for you guys. Making sure Google doesn't dox me again. Freaking Google shit. Japanese spider crab. These guys are freaking long. Oh, here's a guy like holding it. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's so freaking long. Look at these guys. They're so long, and I would say the Alaskan crab is like to its I don't know if you can see my mouse, but it's like kind of like to his arms here. The first arm before it bends. or all their legs. Yeah. He a big boy. So here's another part of the aquarium where they got the more fish. Also, here's a little fun fact for you guys. How is kelp used? So why do we need? Why do we have kelp? Or why do humans use kelp? It's to thicken ice cream. Yep. The thicker the ice cream, the more kelp you use, I guess. Interesting. So here are some more fish. There's a puffer fish. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's just flying. It's just being a chill boy. This is another big boy. Another big boy. So, okay. So this aquarium has this little walkway where it kind of moves you through the track of the whole aquarium, and you kind of go underwater, quote unquote underwater. So this is only the beginning part. This is like kind of like a half circle thing, but it will get to a full dome here in a bit. So yeah, there's more to it. Hold on. They got stingrays. So that was just part of the stingray. They got stingrays, they got sharks, they got turtles. So this is a dome of the aquarium. There's a shark. Let's see, so that's that. There's part of the stingray. And then there's a shark lane. Another shark. A stingray with a mini fish. So this shark, let me tell you a little story about this shark. This shark boy headed straight right to me and my sister, but then followed us for a little while, like as if, like right beside each other. It's not like, oh, he's gonna eat me, and then he like bumps in the wall. No, it's like, oh, I kind of like you guys. I'll stay by your side for a little bit. There's another shark. And then another kind of this stingray. And then there's the turtle. The turtle. There's the turtle boy. There's the turtle. Here are some stingrays. The holes behind the stingray's eyes are spherical. They allow the ray to breathe while resting at the bottom. Yep. This is a big boy. This is, I think, the Goliath. Gulper or something. I don't know, something like that. But he a big boy. Yeah, there, grouper. Goliath grouper can produce a thunderous sound when its gas bladder. With its gas bladder that can be heard from a great distance to fend off intruders and signal mates. Interesting, but this is a school of fish here. Swimming. Trying to remember what I found here. I think I was trying to capture a stingray. Yeah, these are some of the stingrays. So you get this little guy right here. There were some other kinds, like this guy. Some of them also had curly tails. So this is another part of the dome area. It's just a little on the darker side. There's the turtle again. With the shark head popping up. There's the turtle again. Mr. Turtle. There he is swimming. Oh, a sea turtle. God. Okay. The stingray with the turtle again. And then there's a shark. With his face. Some sharks over there. So that was called the zebra shark. These guys. These are called the zebra sharks. They get their name from the black and white stripes on juvenile shark. Those don't look like stripes. Bro, what the? Fully grown zebra sharks no longer have stripes. Oh. When they're young they do, but not when they're full grown. Instead of sports spas earning the name leopard sharks in Australia. Oh yeah, look at this funny fish. I don't remember what its name, but it's a little funny fish. I thought he was a little goofy goober looking. So there was a diver that was cleaning out the aquarium. So you get some more fish. You get Dory. You get the Dories. Oh, wait, found some more clownfish and Nemos. There's another pufferfish. There's some these are the potbelly seahorses. So that's why they look like they're big and whatever. They're potbellies. It's a little cute. Some more potbelly ones. And this one, I think it's called, great. Some kind of dragon, seahorse. Let me try to find it. I don't think I have the name for it. But yeah, it's like, it's not very focused there, but you could kind of see the outline of it. Seahorse. Leafy sea dragon. There we go. A leafy sea dragon. Yeah. Silver Hours. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I just realized it might be my first time seeing your current model and it looks really nice. Oh, thank you. I use this. So I bought a recent camera. Hold on. It's getting dark. Turn on the light. There we go. There we go. Okay, hold on. getting dark in the room. Flat. Oh, you gifted a sub to Flat. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yes, usually I use this model when I'm not gaming, or at least like playing Genshin or Star Rail, because I feel like those kind of games would get a little. But yes. But thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes, do those emotes. Woo! Here's another Goofy Goober. I don't know what the name of this one is called. Let me see if Google can recognize. Sometimes it'll recognize it, sometimes it won't. A cuttlefish. It's the Pharaoh's. Is it the Pharaoh's? It's just basically a cuttlefish. Like, look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. It looks like a nose, but it's not really a nose. But, like, come on, dude. Look at his eyes and that big looking nose when it's not a nose. Okay. There's some more school of fish. Some more eels. So they had a thing where, how a eel actually feels like if you do touch it. It really, at least the American eel, and it feels very like as if it was, how it, like a teeny sensation. I'm not for sure how else to put it. It's not like a shocking feeling, like if you accidentally put your finger in the socket. No, it's not like that. It's like a zzz kind of, I guess, feel. If I were to describe the sound. So we got to see lamprey. I think those are these, not eels. My bad. An adult sea lamprey can destroy 40 pounds of fish in a year. 40 pounds. Let me see how equivalent that is for EU gain. Pounds to kilograms. That is 18 kilograms of fish that it destroys. But they don't feed on people or pets, only cold-blooded fish. The average human consumes 15 pounds or 6 kilograms of fish a year. This thing is a murderer. These are some of the things they found, like deep under the sea. So you got like this compass from the 18th century. You got some quartz sandstone, Egyptian clay money, Greek poetry. There were, I guess, coffins, but this, I guess, was a replica of it. Dated to the Bronze Age. The Oberon was one of the oldest shipwrecks ever to discover. Among the treasures it contained were several beads of Egyptian artifacts similar to those are seen here. And then I guess there was an ostrich egg for some reason. Ostrich eggs were used for multiple purposes. The egg can weigh almost 2 pounds. Hold on, EU gain. So that you guys... Or at least about 1 kilogram. After consumption, ostrich eggs can be used as money or used in art and jewelry. Oh, so there was just multiple purposes. And then you get a Egyptian plaque of a ram's head. The bust of King Tut. The shipwreck, the same one, contained cargoes of multiple cities surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea, including Egypt. It was discovered that the ship carried valuable cargoes and gifts meant for Egyptian royalty. It's just a replica, though. This is... trying to think if I have the name. Yes. The peacock mantis shrimp. Look at this little goober. Look at him. He's look at little goobers. Dressed to impress. I guess they're very colorful, but the peacock mantis shrimp is green and orange with spots on its front similar to that of a leopard. Females are not brightly colored as males, obviously. Usually it's the males that are colorful. The shrimp's name comes from the bright colorization attribute to male peacocks. This one kind of has some color. Hello! Arashi, hello! It's time. Time for what? What is it time for? Party time? Oh yeah, here's another fact. Top Gun. So, peacock mantis... Oops. Nope. Them one did that. Peacock mantis shrimp can punch a speed equal to a .22 caliber bullet. One strike can break a window. This punch breaks shells of crabs and other shelled invertebrates, allowing shrimp to get into the meat inside. Rest in peace for the crabs there. Alright, there's some gubbers. Some goofy gubbers. To nay all over the place. Nay. I can't do it with this model, but... There's some little stingrays. Oh, look at them. They're so small. A little fun fact about me. I actually went to... So there's a place in the Bahamas. And they have this little area for you where you can hold a stingray and, you know, like kiss it or touch its like fins and whatever. They are very rubbery. The bottom side is, of course. They're kind of rough on the top side. So like for this guy, for example, they're kind of rough on the top, but like they're very smooth on the bottom. Some more stingrays. A white botched river stingray. Freshwater rays often spend the hottest parts of the day buried under the sand in the bottom of the rivers. I'm not for sure where, but... And then you got the South American stingrays. Many people think of stingrays as exclusive ocean-dwelling creatures, but in parts of South America, Asia, and even Australia, freshwater rays may be found lurking on river's bottom. Okay, so I guess in those areas you could find them. There you go. There's your, like, they're not manta rays. So a manta ray. Not only manta rays are a bit bigger, but they also got like these, kind of like these little fangs on the side. That's how you can tell the difference. But and then there's this guy. He was like, "Oh, what you doing?" There's the one with the like the weird curly tails. I'm not for sure what they're called, but I like stingrays. They're pretty cool. I don't think I have a picture of me doing, but you could also pet the stingrays at this aquarium. It was pretty fun. Alright, so here are some jellyfish. These are, I think, the moonlight jellyfish or something like that. So they're basically kind of clear. There were some above us. And then these are just more of the moon jellyfish. Is it a he or a she? Some people may think, jellyfish don't really have a gender, but they actually do. At least in this one, it does. So, how can you tell of the moon jellies? You look for the fork-shaped horseshoe glands, so this, in their bellies. In males, they are white, so I guess this one would be white. In females, they are pink. I guess that's the only time where a female of the creatures out there that are colorful. Because it's pink. These are a different kind of jellyfish that stick to the bottom like this, and their little rays or steams kind of float up because they're sunbathing, actually. And then you get I think these are the mushroom bell, something like that, jellyfish. And then there's an axolotl. Yeah, there's an axolotl. My mom thought these were like some sort of Pokemon. I'm like, Mom, what? What? Okay. Like other salamanders, axolotls have an amazing ability to completely regenerate their entire limbs when they're lost. However, when they can even regrow their spinal cords, eyes, and parts of their brain. Oh well. Okay then. Regrowing your eyes, bro. If only humans can do that, it'd be like, yep, I need new eyes. And be like, oh, and I was like, oh, now I can see clear. Or, I don't know. Thanks to her new psychological and remark capabilities, Eaxolotl became an important part to scientists and learn about everything from tissue repair to development and cancer. Human health will benefit from this new knowledge. So yeah, this is how, it'll regenerate limbs and whatever. So that was the Ripley's Aquarium. They're also found in the US, but we went to the one in Toronto, obviously. Also, we found trains. We found this train. Cairo! Hello! And hello there. So we went to this little, abandoned, what's it called? Like a Roadhouse. Yeah. Where it's kind of a round area. Hold on. Let me find a better picture. Roadhouse. Or is it round? No, it's not round. I think it's Roadhouse. Or is it Roundhouse? Trains. Roundhouse trains. But yeah, okay, here's one. But yeah, they're basically a big circle of trains. So that's what this is. Was old and abandoned, and now it's like a brewery and a restaurant. So here's another train. That is part of the brewery. As you can see, there's like kind of like cargoes and a train sticking out. I think it's a replica, but they also had these Hall of Fames in Canada. It's very small compared to LA's Walk of Fame and whatever. So we got Jim Carrey, and then Alexander Graham Bell. Where's? Oh, this is Keanu Reeves. It's just very pale right there. But yeah, that's Keanu, Jim Carrey, and then Alexander Graham Bell, because why not? These are poutines. Poutines are a kind of like a Canadian dish. So you get fries with some gravy, usually baked. So this is the traditional way. That's like specialized. So you get like gravy, you get fries, and then like these cheese curds, which are really good. They're really, I think they're Quebec cheese. Let me find that out here quick. Quebec cheese curds. Yeah, you can find these online. And they're kind of like soft. They almost look like mozzarella. But it's, I don't know how to describe it. I guess you could say it's similar to mozzarella cheese. But yeah, this is the bacon cheeseburger one. And then this is just traditional, so. That was in a poutine restaurant. So this building is the train station that we went to. Kind of just walked right through it. We didn't go on a train, unfortunately. But here you can take a train all the way to Montreal, or you can take a train to Quebec, which is interesting. So when we were walking, we found this building that had like eagle on the side right here. I thought it was really cool. It's interesting architect. Oh look, it's Beer Marquette. I was like, what's this? Because I never seen it spelled like that. It's German. I couldn't put my two brain cells together and was like, oh, it's market. Like, I know this is market, even though it doesn't have an E. Germans. But alright, so here is the actual market. So there's like this big marketplace. As you could kind of tell. So Maki My Day. It's called the St. Lawrence Market. There was a place where you can get macaroons. You can get these mini tarts. This is the... I think there is called like a cream unicorn or something like that. I don't remember. So you got like all that stuff. So we bought one of the cream corn things, a couple of the tarts and macaroons, and then here's some more macaroons. Cream brulee. Champagne. I never tried it, but I don't know how I would feel about the champagne one, honestly. But that also kind of surprised me for a bit. Hold on, I need a drink. So, while we were a little out of the market trying to find stuff to do, we found this Museum of Illusions, and oh, it's more Quebec than Canadian. Okay. As Canadians hear you talking about this is I don't know how else to how would you describe poutine to a person that never heard of it? You know? So that's me. It's obviously like this is a mirror and whatever. This one's was pretty interesting. So there are certain lights, and then whatever. So since this one is blue, like a blue shadow, if the blue light would get on here, well, show on this wall, it looks like it disappeared. So here's a photo of it. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh yeah, this is a little kaleidoscope kind of thing. So my sister always brought this plushie along everywhere. It's an anime plushie on a keychain. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about its name and whatever. But yeah, it's basically a triangle with full of mirrors, like a kaleidoscope. Gotcha. Gotti. This was also pretty cool. It's just fabric kind of like going around in a circle, almost like you're almost in one of those tunnel of funds thing where you like it goes around and around. But there is a walkway, so this is the RGB lights. So you get like yellow, red, and blue. And you also can get like greens or purples. So, there are two windows on this side. One side shows a triangle, right? But the other side shows a square. How would you think that's possible? Well, that's because there's a mirror right here. So I know this doesn't show up very well on camera, but it's basically a hologram. This is just a hologram. So is this one. I thought this was really pretty. It had like lights kind of on the ground, and then you had like all these mirrors around you, like the mirror mazes. Okay, I was being a little silly in this one, but I mean, come on, bro, come on. Anyways, while we got out of there, my parents had a whole bunch of fun with that thing. They had a lot of fun with another puzzle, another little illusion station, where it looks like you're kind of like cut in certain sections. So one person will have your the eyes and the mouth, while you would have the nose, and it's like a little mixed match. They were having fun with that one. But this is Canada's McDonald's. And I'm like, bro, why can't we have these? Or, like, if you don't want any of these, you can get a book. And I'm like, bro, why can't America be like this? We only get, like, I don't know, some weird-ass toy that's not really good. These are, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello Kitty ones. And they're plushies. They look cute. Meanwhile, we get, like, these, I don't know, stupid-looking toys. And no bucks! So this is a small drink. If you were to go to America to buy a small drink, it would be a bit bigger than this. How much bigger? Go to inches. 2 centimeters. It would be like 2 centimeters or a half an inch taller. Because when I got this small because I didn't know if I would like this drink. It's like the orange fruity ones, which we don't have in the US, which is sad. I thought, you know, McDonald's supposed to be healthier. Well, I guess in certain countries they are, but not from America. Usually bigger, but I seen smaller. Yes. So yeah, I was like, damn, this is small. The only complaint that I had was like their paper straws. I could see why they use paper straws. You know, they don't want to use plastic and whatever. But if you have your straw in a drink for like a while, it gets really soggy. And it's very kind of gross, I would say. It gets so soggy that it kind of like almost rises up. So when I put my straw in here, right? Not only it gets soggy from all the way from here on down, but it also comes up a little bit. It's like, bro, and when it gets soggy with these kind of container lids, it kind of smushes together. That's why we have plastic, because, you know, it doesn't smush together. I think we used to have paper straws back then, but we changed it because reasons. So this is back at the market again, but this is just live lobsters. Here's a boba that I had. It's chocolate and strawberry. It's pretty good, honestly. My mom kind of said it's all your guys' fault for me being hooked up with all this bubble tea stuff. I'm like, just blame the millennials and Gen Zs. Like, it's not us. It's more of our generations. Okay, Mom, quit blaming us. Just blame blame the millennials who are like, you know what? Let's open up a boba shop because they're the ones that kind of started it. And here is Toronto at night, or sunset. Very pretty. I like sunsets. Oh look, another SO. With no Timmy. Yeah, this is Niagara. So we went to Niagara on the 4th day. Eso. Un, dos, tres, cuatro. Here is one of the casinos. I actually went. I'll tell you a story about that. I have pictures of it later. So this is the Flying Saucer. It's somewhat famous, I would say, for a restaurant. My dad wanted to try this restaurant, so we did. And that's kind of what looks like in the inside. Try to not take pictures of people, but you got like a whole space alien theme. You can actually get these shirts. It's pretty cool. And this is what their menus look like. So you get like a whole newspaper front line, but when you open it, it's like a whole menu. And then there's like trivia questions. It's a little bizarre. Ah, yeah. So those are the answers. Hold on, chat. Let me see if I can read these questions. Or do I have the questions on another? No, I don't. Okay. Let me see if I could try to read these for you guys. Or you know what? I'll read the ones that I can't read. And then I'll get the answers from my phone here. Alright, chat. Let me see. Oh, I thought this was a really interesting fact here. So what gem is Master Uguay going to say something? Hold on. Let him speak.
Seven Silver Owls asked me, how is Mr. Grey Wolf so cute? Mr. Grey Wolf is like a lotus flower in a pond, beautiful and gentle. Their charm comes from within, like the slow rising of the sun. Remember, true beauty is found in kindness and humility, not just this.
What? I think Master Uguay kind of broke there, but what a nice compliment. I'm a pretty lotus. He like, what's it's like, oh my god. Alright, first question that I found quite interesting. So what kind of gem was found from a meteorite in Antarctica? I'll give like a few seconds. So what kind of gem was found in Antarctica? from a meteorite? 모르겠습니다. That's I don't know in Korean. 모르겠습니다. Alright. I'll just say it. It is a diamond. Diamonds were found from a meteorite in Antarctica. Let me see on this one. Number 10? No, number 9. Because I can't rate. I know number 7 is not updated. It's like, oh, name the planets. It's not updated. But alright, when was the first UFO recorded by man? I'll give you guys a hint. It's over 1,000. That's your hit. It's not like, oh, 157? Or, no, not over 1,000. So 1,050 is not like a specific number. Alright. It is over 3,000, so it's over 3,500 years ago by the Egyptians. Next question that I can read. What is the most common false UFO sightings? Is it false? I don't know. I can't read that word. But or well, where do I guess it does say false. Which the answer is very weird. I guess it's like, oh, where do people think UFOs are coming from? I guess. I don't know. But the answer is the planet Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, and especially Venus. Which, I mean, if aliens lived on Venus, oh my god. Well, they're crushed to death. Same thing with Jupiter and Saturn, but I don't know. I mean, I guess aliens are aliens. They're different from humans, probably. Okay, so how many man-made space missions by the US Apollo project actually landed on the moon? It's single digits. That's your hit. It's a single digit number. So 1 through 9. Okay. It is 6. They only had 6 landed on the moon. And the last question is, which planet has the most moons? In the solar system, obviously. In the solar system. I'm giving, like, thoughts. Like, I think it's this answer. And then I say it out loud, and it's like, darn it! Or something. Chat, make sure you don't cheat! Alright, I'll say the answer. Okay. It's Uranus. It is actually Uranus. I think it's like 8 moons on Uranus. For I don't know, whatever. But yeah, that's the back of it, and there's your answers. Anyways, this is a alcoholic drink. It is called the Star Galaxy. And then this one is called Spaceball. Spaceball. So while we're in Niagara, there is Clifton Hill, which is kind of like an area of like amusement rides and other activities. This ice cream shop was not open, but with Krusty the Cone and looking like this, I thought it was funny. Here's one of the souvenirs that I got. It's I Love Iggy, which is my dog. They didn't have one for my cat, which is sad, but they sold out for Bella. Oh yeah, look, there's a bear. There's a black bear in Niagara Falls. Next, we have the Wax Museum, the Movieland one. These wax museums were pretty okay. I'll show you a couple of them that were like, what? That doesn't look like them. But obviously this is, well, Taylor Swift. And then you got Iron Man's with Robert here. They don't look like, and why does he not look like that? The Iron Mans are really cool though. That's the reason why I took this photo. And then there's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Got Leonardo, Michelangelo, Mikey. Ralph is like in the back there, and then Donnie is like in that little corner. Mr. T. He looked pretty okay. I know there's like chains and whatever, which is hard to tell. Then there's Arnold from the Terminator. I guess you could say what these guys. I don't know why, but it's so plastic. And look at the, like even the things are rubbing off. Like the skin and the pants are rubbing off. That's like, bro, they need to update. They need to update some of these whack figures. My God. Then you got Al Pacino. And with the Godfather. I like how the cat is just like a fluffy looking stuffed animal. It's just a stuffed animal. Alright, here's The Rock. This was one of the pretty good ones. And then I think Ryan Reynolds from the Barbie movie, they also had him with Margaret. I don't know her last name, but it's Margaret something, and they look pretty good. This was one of the good ones. I don't know, Obama over here, he looking a little bit not very good. He doesn't look very good. So behind this is Forrest Gump. When we were there, he had no head. Like, I guess they took off the head for Forrest Gump for Tom Hanks. And no one knows why. Like And then you get the Lord of the Rings with Gandalf and Gollum over here. Frodo. There's Star Wars. look at this Yoda. And then, so I know you can't see, but Chewbacca did not look like Chewbacca. He looked like some kind of furry dog. I thought this was pretty okay for Will Ferrell and the Anchorman. And then you get a big buff-looking Iron Man towards the end here. There's Spider-Man. See, these are the ones that look pretty good with the whole kind of plastic wax. Not Obama. Just not Obama. Like, you get Spider-Man and whatever. But, and Iron Man, but... So this was a golf course, and it was kind of wizard, fantasy themed. And, you just got gnomed, chat. You just got gnomed. I'll join when I get home. Okay. I hope it's that the link is updated. It should be. Oh yeah, there's a big, like a big spider looking one. So here we are at the falls. This is the American side of the falls, as you can tell. Well, obviously we're in Canada, so looking this way is the US. And that's also like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of seagulls, and I made a joke about nags. Oh yeah, I saw nags with all his seagull friends. And then you get the Horseshoe Falls, also known as the Canadian side of the falls. Why is there no sound? Oh yeah, because I put it on silent. So here's what it sounds like. Hold on. So yeah, I also got pretty mad at my mom when I was trying to film, because she's like, oh, don't drop your phone, otherwise you're gonna go like in the water and whatever. I'm like, there's literally a meter of land before it can go drop into the falls. And I'm like, bro, my phone is not that bouncy where it's like, I don't know, some sort of rubber ball kind of thing where it can bounce off. Like, that's not what my phone... What kind of phone does that? Here's another video. I think these are more so videos, so I'm just gonna pause the music for a bit. More of a shorts. And then here's, so they do like a little light show at night. So this is so it has blue, and then there's like red, and then underneath it's like white. And then there's the red and white for Canada's. Here's a better picture of it, because I kind of did a little adjusting with the cameras. So this is... What is this? Oh, it's a panorama, which is basically, you kind of go like this. So, okay, can I go out? Can I get out of here? Thank you. Okay. Here's a little video of it. And this is also a video. If it can load. There we go. So yeah, that's what it looks like. So yes, I have been to Niagara before. And my mom also told me the same thing about my phone or whatever. It's like, don't drop it. I'm like, I'm not gonna drop it unless you say something, and then that spooked me. So I don't know if you guys could see, but it's like flashing blue, like kind of like a ocean wave. So it did that over here and then also over there. If you guys can see like the little blue, it's just moving. Kind of like in a wave motion. So there's a picture of that. And that. And then they had kind of like autumn colors, which is like red and orange and yellow. This... So I know it looks bad. But it's supposed to have orange and reds, okay? So there's the casino at night. We actually went into the casino and gambled a little bit. I don't think I have any videos after that point. So we went to a convenience store. And oh, hold on. And we saw this, which is SpongeBob without his pupils. So in America, he's supposed to have like these pupils, like the black pupils, and they're, I guess, supposed to be like blueberry flavored. Let me see if I can show you guys that. I don't care if I get interruptions. I know what's going on. Nope. SpongeBob ice cream. Yeah, it's these. Or is it chocolatey, or it could be blueberry. I guess it depends. Here we go. So yeah, so this is what the packaging looks like. And well, you get something like this. You get something like this. Which, I mean, I think it has been a meme for a while. Where it's like, oh, like expectation versus reality. So here's expectation, and here's reality. But I don't know why they don't have it anymore. It's just, that's what made it so funny, is the eyes. So the last time I was at Niagara for the first time, we went on these boats called the Maid of the Mist, and they actually do go pretty far into the falls. Here's like a side photo of the falls here, a little closer. And then I took a selfie, of course, with the dangerous sign. So instead, we went into the journey behind the falls. This is one of the kind of like a cave So you go in these caves underground. Trying to think how far you go in, but you go down pretty far. Behind the falls. Trying to see how far down you go. You go down pretty far though. I think it's like 500 feet below, or I'm not for sure how many meters. Here. So you go down this elevator, which will take you 125 feet or 38.1 meters down into these tunnels. So this is the one spot. I know it looks kind of like a horror thing, but this is just because like all the moss growing out. So here is there should be a video coming up. So this is called the cataract portals. These things. So basically you're 176 feet high, or 54 meters high, which can vary based on measurements taken this season per year, the weather conditions, and the amount of water being diverted for industry and hydroelectric power generation, which we'll see that in a little bit. The power generator. The Great Lakes are very sensitive to high and low precipitation years, and it can affect the flow from Lake Erie to the Niagara River. However, the levels can be regulated by the International Joint Commissions from US and Canada since 1910. Base for determining of the amount of water that can be diverted for the power generations is contained in the 1950 Niagara Treaty between governments of Canada and the US. The treaty requires that during the daylight hours, the tourists from certain times, April 1st to September 15th during these hours, and then September to end of August. The flow over Niagara Falls must not be less than 2,832 cubic meters per second, or 100,000 cubic feet per second. At all other times of the flow must not be less than whatever. So you guys don't need to know that. Here's the so there's like two portals. So we just saw the one, and then this is the other one. Here's the video. It is very loud in there. Because you got like all this water coming down, so it's really loud. So yeah, so these are the portals that we were just in, that you guys saw. So this is the first one that you guys saw, and this is the one with the video. So, and then there's like a little outside area you can go to where you can actually kind of see the falls right next to you almost, which is pretty cool. And then this is the other side of the falls area. Over here is the hydroelectric power station. I think it's old. it's just an old building now. It's not being used. I could be wrong on that one, but. And then here's the Maid of the Mist, like on a ground almost level, and that's how close they can get. It's really close. There's a Canadian goose chilling. I don't think I have videos up to here for now. I don't know. And then that's kind of how. That's like a big rock slide, so that's how far we're from the ground public level to, well, where we're at. So there's still the falls. There's the kind of the falls sideways. And then that's like just kind of like the whole falls area now. Okay, here's a video. Hold on, music. Hold on. Oh, gotta go to sleep? Okay, good night. Good night, Cairo. You can check out the VOD later on, but if you want to invest more of these, but thank you for hanging out. Damn it, my fingers are my fingers on top. It's fine. There's also another Maid of Mist. Getting in closer and closer. That's how far they get. So. Dude, I can listen on this for loops 24/7, and I will still be like, I am very relaxed. I want to be living in this kind of environment almost. So this was an old mining kind of cave that they used to have. Obviously, there's like, you know, railing. So behind the tunnels, so here's the workers back in 1903. Do I have any? I think I do. It's just later at night. Check in. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So right here, visitors were often given oilcloth suits and boots to protect them from the mist until the introduction of recyclable raincoats in 1980, which is nice. It's nice. It took them a while, but it's pretty nice. So the scenic tunnels, which we already seen that one in the last one, looked out in 1918. By 1924, the Horseshoe Falls had receded far enough to expose the portal built in 1903. So the scenic tunnel observation. So all these photos were from a tunnel. Like you get out of the tunnel. Oops. Didn't want to go to a video, but I'll show you that later. But oh my god, like look how small that is just for visitors to see. The wooden walkways in the scenic tunnels were replaced with concrete floors. Good for them. Official openings in the new tunnel, August 4th of 1945. The attraction name was changed to Journey Behind the Falls in 1993. So this is the tunnel. They also expanded it like down here outside. I do want to try to do some sort of reference drawing photo from these. but we'll see. And then this is an opening where they used to, I think, mine and whatever. So up here we got the top of the falls area. You get the plants and rocks and whatever else. And then there's some of the powerful mist rising up and whatnot. There's another selfie. And there's a bunch of seagulls. So, let me tell you a story about the seagulls here. So, we were eating some lunch, like snacks and whatever, and my mom brought a bag of popcorn. Well, she spilled about half of the bag. And, you know, the seagulls were trying to look for food and whatever, and because they were surrounding people, they were like hovering over people's heads just because they think they have food. So I tried to pick up the popcorn that was spilled and throw it like over, you know, just to, you know, get it out of the way. Well, this seagull right here, I think, I don't know, it's one of the seagulls, was basically calling us to move. Like, he called up some of the seagulls over, hey, we got food. Then he looked at us and said, hey, you gotta move it. Move it. So we moved. And then they were silent ever since. Like, oh my god. Like, seagulls are pretty vicious. They're pretty, vicious for food. Seagulls, where I live, like, we do have some seagulls over where I'm at because it's, like, kind of by a lake. And I'd never seen a seagull like that before. Like, oh my god, dude. Canadian seagulls are vicious. So here's the casino we went into. Buffalo. My sister so this is my sister's first time gambling at a casino. Of course, legally. Like, why? They won't allow anybody that's under the age of 19, so. And, she got very lucky at this casino. Very, very lucky. For me, not so much, but it's alright. It's not a whole lot, but the only thing nice about this casino is, one, it doesn't smell. Because when you go to Las Vegas for their casinos, just prepare your nose because there is going to be cigarette smells everywhere you go. It is nasty. And I hated that. I hated that for my first experience in a casino. But this one was pretty nice. And secondly, you can sign up with a card for free and they give you $10 for free, which is about $9 USD. $9 for free on the card for you to gamble. For free. It's insane. I was like, damn, why can't America be like this? But you have to pay for your drink. Yeah, true. Yeah, Canadian casinos don't allow smoking. Well, good. They should do that for America. But no. They're even worse than the West Coast. Okay. There goes my plans on going on the West Coast. Like, even if I was in LA last year, I didn't see like a whole bunch of seagulls being vicious. But damn, that was the first time ever. So that's the little casino. We used my money that I won to get gelatos. So I did get money back, but then I lost it for food. So here's a pose of me being like, oh no, I lost all my money. Although I didn't, but I thought it was funny. So there's the gelato that I bought. And here is the McDonald's, Canadian McDonald's. So I guess they don't have the junior chicken. They don't really have, well, versus the US, they have a little more stuff than we do. Which is a little sad. Like, we don't have a variety of smoothies like they do. There are quite a couple of different ones, like wraps. I don't think we have wraps in the... Do we have wraps in the US? Let me see. Let me take a look. I'm just taking a look, McDonald's. Relax. Sure. Or we used to have wraps. Yeah. Yeah, the only chicken we have there is the McChicken, and that's it. We don't have wraps, which I'm a little sad about. Like the U.S. McDonald's needs to be more healthier and whatever. And this is like their mediums, which their mediums, it's about the same as the US, honestly. It's just the smalls are, well. So I thought, well, since our McDonald's are usually, well, fries are usually kind of different from each country sometimes. The Canadian ones were, there was no difference. So I thought they would be a little different from less salt, because some countries have less salt on it, or no salt on the fries. And yeah, they also you can get poutine over there. Like we need to get on our schedule, dude. Forget the $20 for a meal. Add more food items. That's how you get more people to get into your restaurant. Add more food items. Anyways. So that was our supper. So this is a stand-up comedian amateur kind of area called Yuck Yucks. And this is one of the comedians. This was a very interesting one. Playing the guitar, and I guess he is gay. Well, he kind of also makes it as a joke too. It's like, yeah, whatever. You got this guy with the Hunter and a banana. There were some pretty good ones, and then there's some pretty mad ones for me, but... And then I guess this guy was a pretty famous kind of guy. Over at this, he's like a local there, so. And then this is at night with blues and greens. Oh, here's a video. It's just rainbow colors. And the thing is that they changed their light show from every 10 minutes. Because when I first got there, it was every 15, and now it's like every 10 minutes or less, which is really nice. And they did it over here too. So, and then there's the blues, some pinks and purples, pink and purple, kind of red and orange. It's just all different colors. Oh, what's this? Oh, they were just like, it's red, white, and blue, just like kind of flashing. They did it also on that side too. And this is our last stop. So, this is from a certain Christmas film of a movie. This is The Christmas Story. This is the house that they used for their film. So most of the filming was it's basically split. It was split. So some of it was filmed in Cleveland. This is where it's at. It's in Cleveland. And the other half was filmed in Toronto. Most of the Toronto kind of area was filmed inside of a studio, while like the outside and some part of the inside of the house and whatever were filmed in Cleveland. Even though Cleveland, I do give a lot of shit on Cleveland, this is probably one of the nicer things in Cleveland. Cleveland's reputation as an Ohioan myself, a person that's been living in Ohio for more than generations, Cleveland has a certain reputation where the people there are not the smartest, or they're not the nicest. The nice people. I met people from the Cleveland area, and they were nice at first until until they said some stuff, and I'm like, okay, moving on. So this is also a reference to the Christmas Story. It is the Rally Inn, where the dad kind of, I think he says that he goes out to Rally's Inn. It's just a restaurant, basically. It's just like a small restaurant. And that is all it for Canada. I wish I could show you souvenirs, but it's a little dark right now. Oh, oops, I'm still showing. Oh, oops, I'm still showing. McDonald's poutine is nasty. I thought it was alright when I tried it. It's not nasty, but it was alright. Like, yeah, I could eat one of these if I wanted to. Like, if I ordered one, but the fries are more superior. We still have the popcorn chicken at KFC. Bro, why are you trying to make me want to move to Canada? I mean, okay. The one reason why I probably won't want, well, there's a couple reasons. But if I had to move to Canada, the one reasons I would probably not like it there is they got very high tax, very high taxes, and it's mostly cold until, you know, summer. It's mostly cold until the summer, right? So probably not my cup of tea when it comes to moving to a different country, quote unquote. But I mean, I'm still kind of happy where I'm at, even though it's a US. Of course, we get a lot of shit from everybody, even outside the US, but you know, not every country is perfect. I would like to go to Iceland, but you know, they got a little few issues themselves too, but oh yeah, I still need to fix that chat box. Let me try to go fix it here. Alright, I need to copy this. Okay. I'm gonna delete that. Do chat box 2. Okay. Hold on. I need to resize you guys. Nope. Smaller. Looking a little better. Let's see here. There we go. That looks good. Now, height. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. All right. So I didn't have like a full presentation list, but I was thinking of a few ideas, futuristic ideas. I was thinking of doing a Patreon for you guys. I would like to have some suggestions on what you guys would do if you paid a sub or a subscription on Patreon. Like, what kind of features would you like? You can message the Discord or message in chat here when I'm live. Just make sure, like, hey, for a Patreon idea, when, you know, I'm not talking about the subject. But let me see. Okay, well, no. But if you guys have any ideas, it's more recommended if you tell me in the Discord. Like, oh, if I was subbing for a Patreon, I would like to see drawings of this, or I would like to have a drawing for myself, which is one other idea I had. Like, if you were a certain tier I would give you like a Noseberry plush, which is one of these guys. Hold on. Yep, kind of like this. Of yourself. Or you can also use it as a Discord call. Yeah, or if you guys want to hang out like in VR chat and whatever, we can do that, which is also another idea. I'm not too sure what else. I'm looking forward for new ideas. And that's basically about it. Also, so during May until probably August, I'll be streaming a lot later. So longer streams. I'm still gonna keep up with the whole around 7 o'clock-ish unless there's something. Then it will be either earlier or I'll just push it to another day. So, depending on the issue at hand. Wait, you didn't even know you had the junior chicken? Silver Owls didn't even know they had the junior chicken. And he's Canadian. Yeah, I was a little surprised because my sister has a friend in Toronto, and I guess they were texting back and forth of like, you know, where they're at and whatever not, and if they want to meet up. They never met up though, but I think which, you know, I was a little sad that I didn't meet the hive mind in Toronto area and whatever, but, you know, it's alright though. Or Niagara. I would say Toronto is one of if we're looking at a city perspective, it's not the cleanest city, but it's not also like the dirtiest. Because you got, well, LA is pretty dirty, and New York City, also pretty dirty. The thing about Toronto, I didn't see a whole lot of homeless people on the streets. They always popped up like every once in a while, but I know in LA there were like big groups of like homeless people camping, and it's really sad to see that. But in Toronto there weren't like really any campers, but it's kind of sad to see them like wrapped up in a blanket and that's it, and have a cup of coffee and that's it. I saw that one person. Okay, I'll have to message him later, but I mean, it's always sad to see because you kind of see homeless people mostly in cities and whatever. But I think there's been a lot of construction jobs, mostly in like city areas. Because in Toronto, there were quite a few construction areas and blocking off traffic, which also took us very, very longer than we expected to go to the hotel because of construction. Which, I mean, it's pretty normal for us in Ohio. Like, every road has some kind of construction area that needs to be fixed. It's road construction, like, everywhere almost, but it took us about an hour later just because we were stuck in traffic. Could be wrong on the time, but it was pretty long. So, trying to think. It's like the little stuff. You know, like not every place is perfect, and you know we all get that. I had fun for the most part. All my family members had fun. I do know my dad does get a lot of anxiety whenever vacations. And this time he kind of felt like he didn't have a lot of anxiety, which is very nice because that makes the whole family like enjoyable. He has really bad anxiety, and I mean it runs in my family both ways. Anxiety does, which is why I take meds for it. But enough with the whole family issues and whatever. But yeah, I think everyone in my family had fun. They said they did have fun, and I truly think it's worth it. Not just like, oh, they're just saying it, even though they had, you know, maybe a little issues there and there. Which I usually think it's my dad that says, oh, I had fun, even though he's like just saying that. But yeah, that was like all the future ideas I had. It was just Patreon ideas. I thought about doing like commissions for the Nestleberry plushies art, which will be at some point. I'm not for sure when. I will also get back on those because I've been doing all of the EN Hollow Stars and Hollow English Nestleberries, just for like Discord calls. If you haven't seen on my Twitter, I took a break. Whole month break from it, so I'll be getting back to the ones who had their birthdays in April at some point. But I need to also do May's as well. Yeah. Coming up here. You may think it's not a whole lot, but it's quite a big project. So, yeah, that's all I have to share basically. I wish I could share you souvenirs. I might do that on Discord or my Twitter. Be like, hey, since my video went up, here are the souvenirs that I got. And I'm pretty sure everyone had a good time looking at the photos and whatever. I know it's not the best photos. It's on my phone. They're not going to be the best photos out there. Like, oh my god, this is like 4K quality dimension, and it's not that expensive of a camera. I do know my photography, okay? But I think I'm gonna end it here. It's been a little over 2 hours, which is fine. I kind of plan on doing longer streams, like May to August, which is what I'm probably going to be doing. Yeah. We might have a change in schedule depending on some stuff, but I'll let you guys know. Alright, I think that is all it for me. So thank you everybody for watching. Tomorrow we'll be doing Archuletto's story or Father's story. Let's see who we are going to raid. You know what? I don't think we ever raided her before. Hopefully I can raid her. Oh no, I spelled it wrong, I guess. Let's see if we can raid her. No, I cannot. Alright, let's see here. I was gonna raid Violent Neko, but I guess I can't. Got too small of an audience, and you know, that's what's sad about it. But even if you are lurkers, it's just sad for a small streamer like me. It's alright though. It's alright. It's okay. We can find somebody else. No worries. Could we raid? Because I know some people have like restrictions. Oh yay! We're gonna raid Trick-chan. It looks like she is going to be doing some gaming soon. And just talking. Alright, I will see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye.